Earlier this year at London Film and Comic Con, I was stopped at a stall by Mark Lewis and Matt Fitch, who asked me if I would be interested in a comic about an incompetent frog hero who has sex with prostitutes. And I'm not going to lie, with that opening sentence I knew this was my kind of comic and I would be buying it. That night when I got back to my hotel room, after having eaten, washed and had a nap, because Comic Con can take a lot out of you, I sat down and read the Frogman trilogy. I laughed my way through it, eager for more, and knew that these guys at Dead Canary Comics were to be looked out for. I then ordered 2 of their other books, Reddin, A Tale of Betrayal, Revenge and Demonic Evil, and The Fitzroy, a collection of 6 short stories set in 1950s Britain, where the air may be poisonous, but we carry on regardless. I loved both of them for their uniqueness and the superb talent displayed in both art and writing. And now comes the dawning of a new age. I have been honoured with being allowed to read a preview copy of their new book, Last Driver, and it's probably now my favourite Dead Canary title. Last Driver is the story of Frank Sudden, a man who hated his go-nowhere office job, and on the day giant monsters appear to destroy the world, he packs up his stuff and steals his boss's sweet ride. He's a man with simple tastes. All he really wants to do is keep driving, smoking, drinking beer, and occasionally stop for porn and burgers. Unfortunately for Frank, it seems there's always something getting in his way, be it monsters, carjackers, or a villainous Texan. Now I do have a thing for post-apocalyptica, and Last Driver delivers on many of those aspects. Society as we know it has fallen, giant monsters, and arena-style fights to the death, and it does all of that while maintaining a fairly light tone. A lot of that comes from the characterization of Frank. He really wants to just be left alone to drive and enjoy his life now that he's free of the normal, average, everyday life he was leading before the end of the world. And you can't help but feel sorry for him whenever something turns up to ruin his plans. He's not asking for much, and never seems to be the first one to initiate the violence. In fact, there's one scene where he shows he can be friendly and generous. Maybe I'm reading too much into the character, but I think Frank and I would get along fine, and he's given me my definitive plan should the end of the world come. My level of immersion is continued proof of Christopher Baker's brilliant writing talent, and is also evident in Reddin. Seriously, get Reddin, that's great too. Illustrated by Shaky Kane, Last Driver has the right amount of realism in its visuals, followed up with some otherworldly weirdness that helps keep the pace during action sequences while maintaining that light tone. It's definitely an art style I'd like to see more of. So to round up, Last Driver is a great comic created by some very talented people. It has been successfully funded on Kickstarter in less than a week. Congratulations are definitely in order there. The Kickstarter is still running till the end of the month, so check out the link below and go have a look for yourself and maybe help them reach their stretch goals. I can't wait to receive my copy so I can experience it again and take in all those important life lessons and mantras, like, with burgers, beer and twins and a sweet ride, the end of the world doesn't have to suck.